The Unkind Boss. In a small town, there was a company run by a man named Mr. Brown. He was a very strict boss. Every day Mr. Brown would come into the office with a frown on his face. He never smiled, never said, "Thank you," and always found something wrong with everyone's work. The employees tried their best to make him happy, but it was never enough. Mr. Brown would yell if someone made a small mistake. He would give too much work and expect it to be finished in a short time. Many workers were scared of him. They didn't like coming to work because they knew they would be treated badly. One of the employees, Anna, had been with the company for 5 years. She was a good worker. She came to work on time, stayed late when needed, and always helped her co-workers. But no matter how hard she worked, Mr. Brown never said a kind word to her. One day, Mr. Brown called Anna into his office. He was angry because a project was late. "Why is this not done yet?" he shouted. Anna took a deep breath. She knew she had worked hard on the project, but Mr. Brown didn't care. "Mr. Brown," she said quietly, "I have been working day and night on this. I also helped John with his work because he was sick. I've done everything I can." But Mr. Brown didn't listen. He just waved his hand and said, "I don't want excuses. Just get it done." After that meeting, Anna felt very sad. She talked to her friend Maria, who also worked in the company. "I don't think I can take this anymore," Anna said. "No matter how much I do, it's never enough for Mr. Brown." Maria nodded. "I feel the same way. He never appreciates our work." A few weeks later, something happened that changed everything. One of the best workers in the company, Tom, quit. He was tired of Mr. Brown's unkind ways. When Tom left, many other workers thought about leaving too. They realized they could find better jobs where they would be treated with respect. Mr. Brown was shocked. He didn't understand why so many people were leaving his company. He thought he was being a good boss by pushing his employees hard. But in reality, he was losing them because he didn't show kindness or respect. One day, Mr. Brown called a meeting. "I don't understand why people are quitting," he said. "Can someone explain?" Anna, who was usually quiet, decided to speak up. "Mr. Brown," she said, "we all work hard, but we feel unappreciated. You never say thank you, and you always focus on our mistakes. We don't feel valued here." The room was silent. Mr. Brown looked around at his employees and saw the truth in their faces. For the first time, he realized how unhappy they were. After the meeting, Mr. Brown thought about what Anna had said. He understood that he needed to change. The next day, he came to the office with a different attitude. He smiled, asked people how they were doing, and said, "Thank you," when they completed their tasks. Slowly, the atmosphere in the office started to improve. Anna was surprised. She didn't expect Mr. Brown to change, but he did. Over time, the company became a better place to work. Employees were happier, and they worked even harder because they felt appreciated. Mr. Brown learned that being a boss is not just about giving orders. It's about leading with kindness and respect. And from that day on, he became a much better boss. As time passed, Mr. Brown continued to make changes in how he ran the company. He started holding weekly meetings where employees could share their thoughts, ideas, and even frustrations. At first, some employees were hesitant to speak up, but over time, they began to feel more comfortable. They realized Mr. Brown was truly trying to improve. Anna, who had been one of the first to confront Mr. Brown, noticed the difference. She felt less stressed at work and even started enjoying her job again. Maria, too, saw the change and appreciated how Mr. Brown now made an effort to check on everyone's well-being. One day, Mr. Brown surprised the team with something new. He announced, "From now on, I want to reward employees who go above and beyond. Every month, we will have an Employee of the Month award, and the winner will receive a bonus and recognition." The employees were excited. For the first time, they felt like their hard work would be noticed and appreciated. In the first month, the award went to Tom, who had returned to the company after hearing about the positive changes. Tom was shocked but grateful, and the entire team clapped and cheered for him. This new system of appreciation continued to motivate the employees. Productivity increased, and more importantly, the office became a friendlier, happier place to work. People started collaborating more, helping each other out and sharing ideas freely. Anna, who had once considered leaving the company, now felt proud of the changes. She realized how important it was to speak up, even when it's difficult. Mr. Brown, on the other hand,